Hello, buddy. Welcome to the 5th Dan Vasc watch party. I'm back from my road trip out of town, and to answer people's questions. Yes, it was an amazing trip. I had a good time, and now we're finally home, and now we can get back to business. So, again, this is the 5th watch party of Dan Vasc on the channel, and we're gonna start off with the song Kiss from a Rose by Dan Vasc with Violet Orlandi, and then we'll move on to Burn Butcher Burn, and then we'll move on to The Sound of Silence. But, yeah. So, I'm excited to get back into the groove of things as far as excuse me, as far as reactions and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, let me real quick pull up my live stream so you can show that I'm live. Hello? Okay, there we go, finally. Click. There we go. I'm live. There we go. Shout out to Joanne Connelly in the chat. Connelly. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Hello. Hi. But yeah, I think we are set to get this going. Again, as always, guys, we'll start off with Kiss from a Rose, and then we'll have Exceptional by Dan Vasc. Is that your request? If that's the case, I only have to check that out, so we'll probably save that for the last one today, because that'll be the new one that we check out. Alright, as always, Kiss from a Rose, and then we got Burn Butcher Burn, and then we got The Sound of Silence. Here is a Kiss from a Rose by Dan Vasc with Violet Orlandi. Shout out to Tommy Mark in the chat. How is your day? My day's going good. Is awesome with Victor. I agree. Hi Sam. Hope you had some rest and had a good weekend. I did. Both of those. I had both of those. Good rest, but at the same time, a good weekend.
There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side.
You know, I was able to get some rest, and now I'm back, and now I'm back with energy, and motivation, especially. So, yeah, I'm excited. But no, overall, the trip was really good. Was amazing. We got to go up to Sherman and visit my aunt and uncle, plus my other aunt that now lives there too. We got to see them. Got to hang out with, they have dogs and chickens and stuff like that, so we got to hang out with them, see the chickens and everything else. Yeah, we got to play some games, we got to swim in the pool, and yeah, just had a good time there.
But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become bloodshot? The light that you shine can be seen. Like a binder to a kiss from a rose. There is so much this man can tell, so much he can say. You remained my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. To me, you're like a growing addiction that I can't deny. Now, won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? That did you know that when it snows, my eyes become larger, the light that you shine can be seen. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light is the gloom on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose. I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose. There is so much else man can tell, so much I can say. You're my power, my pleasure, my pain. To me, you're like a growing addiction that I can't deny. Now, won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become larger, the light that you shine can be seen. Baby, I compare it to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom,
Shout out to Elaine Cherry in the chat.
the light is the gloom on the grave. Kiss from a rose on the grave. Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light is the gloom on the grave. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light it's the gloom on the grave.
That was Dan Vasc, Kiss from a Rose, with Violet Orlandi. This next one is going to be, which by the way, you can find my reaction on that on both the Dan Vasc playlist and the Violet Orlandi playlist on my channel. This next one is going to be Burn, Butcher, Burn, metal cover by Dan Vasc.
You're alive. How disappointing. I also survived, no thanks to you. Did I not give you something? Listen, look at me. Now I'll burn all the memories of you. All the
Shout out to Pywack in the chat.
lonely miles that you run. Now you walk with no one by your side. Did you ever even care?
Shout out to Jeff Corsher in the chat. Welcome back, Sam. Appreciate it. And I say hello. Although Anna is pretty busy this afternoon. Yeah, that's probably why she's not in the chat. Well, at least I don't see her yet. But shout out to you, Jeff. Well, I'll probably react to it, Pie Rocket. Excited for that. That was Burn Butcher Burn, a cover by Dan Vasc, metal cover from The Witcher. This next song is going to be Dan Vasc performing The Sound of Silence, a cover, obviously. Here we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street light. I turn my collar to the cold and dark, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking with a house speaking.
so ready for his new original song, not a cover, and probably super heavy metal, most likely. Yeah.
Of silence.
Hey my friends, I am here chilling in my retro room and I have a question for you. Have you been following the dance law? Why not? Well, in case you're wondering what the hell is he talking about, let me refresh your memory a little bit. In the last video, I said this. So screw Murphy's Law, I'm creating a new law. It's dance law, and it goes like this. Shut up and do something. So now I have good news for you. Not only you can follow the dance law, but now you can wear it on your body. So go now to represent.com/store/danvasc and get yourself some new epic merch. As you know, my friends, I'm all about music that gives you power so you can have yourself an epic day. See you in the next video.
Dan Vasc, The Sound of Silence cover. This next one is going to be Dan Vasc, the song Amazing Grace. Metal cover, metal singer performs Amazing Grace, it says. It's the title. Here we go.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Okay, there's only one problem here. We got 8 people in here, but only 3 likes. For those who have not hit the like button yet, don't forget to.
Someone was detected at your front door.
Was blind, but now I
You know, the fact that he... Hold on. Not that. That was Amazing Grace by Dan Vasc. You know, just the fact that he's able to hold a 22, 23, even 24 maybe second hold there, that's just insane. That's unbelievable, honestly. Always remember, hit the like button. Agree. Next song is going to be it just goes to show his breath support is just absolutely insane. And the way he's able to control his breath support as well. Anyways, this is A Million Dreams, covered by Dan Vasc, and a cover of The Greatest Showman. Always. He is all lungs. I agree with that. Sam, have you introduced Dan's music to your family? So, yes, no. If that makes any sense. So, what I mean by that is, my mom knows. I've introduced him to my mom, because I've had her... I'm not gonna do reactions with her just because I don't know, but at the same time I don't think she likes being on camera, so I'm not gonna do that. But for a few nights I was having her watch some Dan Vasc songs. I had her listen to Amazing Grace. I had her listen to The Last Stand. I also had her listen to, it might have been A Million Dreams, it might have been this song. So yeah, I've had her listen to quite a few songs from him. And then my dad, he probably already know, I'm gonna guess he already knows about Dan Vasc just because he helps out around with my channel sometimes, so, and he like watches over like the view count, the subscriber count, all that stuff, so he most likely he sees my Dan Vasc reaction, so I'm gonna guess he knows as well. But as far as my sisters and brother go, well, my my little brother, who is 7, 8, something like that. 9. Shoot, I can't remember now. Anyways, he's autistic, so he probably doesn't even really care, honestly. And even if I tried showing him, he would try to switch it to something else. Like, if I tried to show him on TV, he would switch it to something else. Just because he basically likes watching his certain shows. So, and then as far as my sisters go, they're kind of honestly the same way. The younger one, it doesn't really care at the same time, kind of does what she does on her own, and or not on her own, but basically just goes off doing her own thing in the house. And same thing with the older one, which is also younger than me. She also probably doesn't really care, or really wouldn't care as much as some other people would. So, yeah, that's my story. But yeah, as far as family knowing, the only 2 people that probably really know that this is one of the guys I react to is probably the 2 parents. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. A Million Dreams. Basically, what I'm trying to say about my autistic little brother, is it would basically be a little hard just to get him to listen to music. Also, mainly because for some reason he doesn't really like music. And what I mean by that is we have like a Alexa thing in our kitchen. When we play music on it, in the living room. When we play music on it, he immediately goes over to it and pauses it. So, I don't know, yeah. So, just getting him to listen to this guy would be hard just because of that reason. Holds it for 30? Good lord, Black One, Fire, and Steel. Okay, we can do that.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my home. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams that keep me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the world I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I combine, each one better make you smile. on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world we design. Every night I lie in bed, the bright house colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams, it's all it's gonna take. Dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you bring.
Maybe. Well, I'm gonna assume you're talking about what I was just talking about, my autistic brother. He may. I do know he does watch some Disney stuff. He hasn't watched it. He hasn't watched any Disney in a while. I mean, he probably still watches Mickey here and there, which is Disney, if I'm gonna be honest. Besides that, he doesn't really do much anymore that regards Disney in any way. Shout out to Julia Burnett in the chat. But yeah, I mean, overall, I don't know.
To the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams, a million dreams.
Oh, Tommy, I was gonna ask, or not ask, but tell, say that, no, literally just about every time since, ever since the Warning had their recent, Rock Am concert, or whatever it was called, I believe it was Rock Am or something like that. I've just been seeing just like YouTube shorts and stuff like that of it, and my gosh, I honestly think it was more windier that day than it's ever been, here, this year. I only say that because we've gotten some wind. We've gotten some wind in the past, like, couple months or so. We've gotten some wind. We, in our last trip to our grandmother and grandfather's house, we went up there, and they have a farm. They like have cows and stuff like that. Anyways, but the wind was crazy. The wind was super crazy there. I'm gonna be honest, in a way, I actually kind of feel like at the Rock Am concert, it was close to maybe more wind. If not, maybe the exact same amount of wind. Like, that wind just looked insane. Again, like I mentioned that one time, Daniela and Paulina, because she was singing in there as well, but they had a hard time singing just because the wind kind of overtook, kind of overblew them.
I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see, a million dreams is all it's gonna take, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make, for the world we're gonna make.
Hey, my friends, this was a little bit different than what I usually bring to you here. Those of you who have been hanging around for a while know that my goal with this channel is to hit 1 million subscribers. So the lyrics of this song speak a lot to me. I appreciate you joining me on this quest. Let me know in the comments what songs you want me to cover. And have yourselves an epic day.
Through the door, through an old
Dan Vasc, The Greatest Showman cover of A Million Dreams. This next one is going to be another Greatest Showman cover. This is going to be a male cover by Dan Vasc, and this next one is going to be Never Enough. Hold on, forgot the split screen. Again.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars would steal from the night sky. Never be enough, never be enough. Hours of gold are still too little. These hands will hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough. For me, never, 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 for me, for me. Never enough, never enough.
I can see why.
Hey, my friends, we did it! We achieved
I can see why.
our second. We achieved our second Patreon goal, the one necessary to get our songs in Spotify, iTunes, and others. So yeah, thanks to my amazing patrons, we will soon be able to enjoy our covers in our favorite digital music platforms. So my wholehearted thank you. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Now, if you're interested in getting my covers in one single download and receiving other awesome rewards, you might want to check my Patreon page right here and consider supporting my channel there. And if you enjoyed this male version of Never Enough, I have other male versions of female singers. You might want to check them all over here. As always, my friends, I hope to see you next time. Until then, have yourselves an epic day.
Okay, fine. Okay, finally stationary. Well, that's good. That was the Greatest Showman cover of Never Enough by Dan Vasc. This next one, glad you're stationary. Yes, Never Enough is my favorite non-metal one. See, it's a beautiful song, I'm not gonna lie. There's so much Dan music that you touched upon. He has 250 plus video. Good lord. I can agree, there has been a lot have reacted to and touched upon. Yes, I do agree with that. Alright, next one is going to be The Last Goodbye from The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, Billy Boyd cover by Dan Vasc, The Last Goodbye. Let's go. Shout out to Lewis Cohard in the chat. Hi Sam, I can't be here for long, but you're amazing. Dan Vasc is super awesome. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Lewis. Glad you were able to make it for the little time that you have. I hit the like button. Well, that's good. Here we go.
I saw the light fade from the sky. On the wind I heard a sigh. As the snowflakes cover my fallen brothers, I will say this last goodbye. Night is now falling.
Hi Lewis, I am in between boring meetings, so this is real. Tweet Sam, well, I'm glad. Boring meetings can be boring sometimes. It is supper time for me, ha ha ha, meat pie tonight. Ooh, that seems good. Well, I hope you enjoy your supper, Lewis. Who can agree that this is just like Never Enough and songs like that? This is another very well emotion touching song. This song is just beautiful, it's emotional. You can already see this is hard for him to. I think you were saying this. This was made. He covered the song. Definitely agree, Sam. Gorgeous song. Someone was saying he wrote this, or not wrote this, but he covered the song. In honor of someone, one of his family members passing away. I can't remember. It might have been his brother's, but I have no idea. For sure, he acknowledged that he was thinking of his late father about 3 months. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking, I knew it was someone in his family. I knew it was someone he was close to. I just couldn't think of who. This one gets to me every time. it reminds me of a death. My family. That sucks. Alright, here we go.
Night is now falling, so ends this day. The road is now calling, and I must away over hill and under tree, through lands where never light is shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. Under cloud, beneath the stars, over snow,
Beautiful.
winter's morn,
Beautiful cover by
I
Dan,
turn the
for sure.
lights to paths that lead home, and though where the road then takes me, I cannot tell. We came all this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell. Many places I have been, many sorrows I have seen, but I won't regret, nor will I forget all who took the road with me. Night is now falling, so ends this day. The road is now calling, and I must away over hill and under tree, through lands where never light is shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. To this memories I will hold, with a blessing I will go, to turn the lights to paths that lead home, and though where the road then takes me, I cannot tell. We came all this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell.
You can just see it in its face. This is a song that is very hard to sing just because it gets to you. It gets to you, just like who was it? Lewis Cohard, just like you were saying, gets you right into the bones. Yes. His tribute song to his dad was American Trilogy, recorded 5 days after his dad died, because his dad loved Elvis, but he was then thinking about his dad singing the last goodbye to. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
I bid you all a very fond farewell.
That was Dan Vasc, The Last Goodbye from The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, Billy Boyd cover. Do you want to be a singer? Do you want to be a singer, Sam? Honestly, That's a good question, honestly. I have honestly had the interest. And honestly, I have practiced sometimes. So my story is I started learning singing lessons before guitar. Before guitar lessons, I started singing lessons. I kind of honestly took a break for no reason. I just completely forgot to do them. So, next thing I know, I got into the interest of guitar again, which I've had the interest for guitar before, but it never actually made me want to start it before. But now, I am doing guitar lessons. My ultimate goal, really, is because obviously I have the goal as far as like, don't give up your dream, Sam. Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. That's for sure. As far as baseball goes, because of course I still want to keep doing baseball and stuff like that, and I can do two things at once, or at least try to. But no. So I did. But no, so I'm doing guitar lessons right now, and then, eventually, as far as the guitar thing goes, eventually what I want to do, or hopefully how it goes, is hopefully in the future, once I learn how to play guitar, hopefully in the near future, I'll then get my voice up a little bit better, and maybe somehow I'll start posting songs on either this channel or another channel. Like, I might just completely make a whole new channel just for those, and save this channel for the reactions. So, I don't know, we'll see. But, that's if it even happens. I mean, I was talking to my aunt, and this was the same aunt that we just got back from the trip from. We were talking one time, and we were talking about how your interests change. So, your interests change, right? And especially when you're younger. Like, they change. Like, one day you want to do this, another day you want to do that, another day this. So, I don't know. We'll see. Good for you, Sam. Just seeing your love of music. Yes. Yeah, either way, whether I go on a singing whatever or not, I still love music. So, either way, I'll still listen to music. I'll probably still be doing this channel, even if I don't do that. I'll probably most likely still be doing this channel just because I love doing reactions. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in life. You can be a one-man band. A lot of people do it. Well, I know Dan Vasc kind of does it. I mean, he has people playing the guitar for him, but besides that, he's basically a one-man band. So, I can count Dan Vasc as one. Who else? Gabe Enrique, maybe? I want to say Gabe Enrique, Luce Thomas, stuff like that, but they're not really rock genre. But, yeah, no. I know there are a ton of people out there that do indeed do one-man rock bands, where it's literally just themselves. So, and they literally like loop the sounds for the guitar, drums, and all that stuff. I find it actually pretty interesting and cool at the same time. Oh, I hope so, Sam. It's so fun and just joy on your channel. We have so much fun here. I hope your channel keeps going. Hope so too. Right now, I will say this in the greatest news ever. Right now, as far as right now, I can guarantee this channel is not going anywhere. I can guarantee that. Right now, this channel is not going anywhere. Margot Cotton does it. Check her out. She's on. Might have to check that. Check her out. Margot Cotton. I'll probably add that. Just request a song and I'll add it to my list. Well, I'll add it to my list as soon as I get my phone. I think I left my phone downstairs, I think. Anyways, next song is going to be Dan Vasc, My Mother Told Me. Was crazy, right? Yep.
My mother told me someday I would buy galley with good horse, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble-born kite steer, steady course to the haven, many foemen, many foemen. My mother told me someday I would buy galley with good horse, sail to distant shores.
Okay, so never mind. Apparently we have 9 people and 9 likes. Apparently I just forgot to refresh my stream. So, never mind. We're staying on track. I just forgot to refresh the page. Dan has said this many times. If my mind can conceive and my heart can believe it, then I know I can achieve. Yes. 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 That's actually a very good thing to say to people. Like, if they were, like, down, or not down, but if they were, like, they were, like, don't think they can do it, but they have the passion for it, but they don't really know if they can do it, or don't think so, just say that. Just say, if your mind can conceive it, and your heart can believe it, then you know you can achieve it. And he is living proof of that. He is living proof of that. Yes. The girl's hair was all over the place. Well, I am off to eat some pies. I'll see you later, my friend. Peace out, Sam. Peace out, Lewis Coa. Thanks for joining. Enjoy your supper. or enjoy your pies. Here's my mother told me.
Steady course to the haven, many foemen.
It was fun, Lewis. Enjoy your pies. Or dinner, supper, whatever. Enjoy. Awesome, Julia. But yeah, that song was that my mother told me by Dan Vasc, and he said that was a key to his current success. It is, yeah. My mother told me. Sorry guys, I was stretching. My mother told me cover by Dan Vasc, Song of the Vikings metal cover. See you later, Tommy. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. This next one is going to be Dan Vasc, Black Wind, Fire, and Steel, which was I believe a request by Pywacket, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is Black Wind, Fire, and I'm here, Julia. Oh wait, shoot, you were just saying bye to Lewis. My bad. Okay, never mind. Here is Dan Vasc. Here's wait, hold on, where's the title? Here is Dan Vasc Man Over cover of Black Wind, Fire, and Steel featuring Louis Maruti. Oh, ha, Tommy. You are not going to believe this one. You were saying bye to Lewis, I just realized. We're not going to believe what, Elaine?
Looks like just calling me, my kingdom lies within. The mist is so miles, horror by the time it's spent. The ecstasy of battle takes me where the falcons fly. Immortal, you first mentioned me, I will never die. Born of black wind, fire, and steel. Born of black wind, fire, and steel. All the things that are to heal. Born of black wind, fire.
Dan's yeah, amazing vocals for sure. Which, by the way, speaking of exceptional, that is going to be the one new song that we react to in this watch party at the end of the stream. Yes. I am impressed, that's for sure. I'd count that. $30 to $36, somewhere around there. Hoda was 31.27. I don't even know how that's physically possible, honestly. That was a Black Wind, Fire, and Steel featuring Luis.
Hey, my friends, holy
Maru-
crap!
Featuring Luis Maruti.
Yourself and that. Make wife Fernanda do an please. Those of you doing the anger 2 or 3.
Featuring Luis Maruti, Man Over cover.
Hey, my friends, holy crap, what just happened? For the 2 or 3 of you who still don't know him, that gentleman is Luis Mariucci. He was a founding member of the power
Mayuchi.
metal classic band Angra, and subsequently Shaman. And I've covered both of these bands here in the channel, and needless to say, it is an epic experience to have him here doing this Manowar song with me. He was very gracious to accept my challenge to play Black Wind, Fire, and Steel without a pick. So guys, please, those of you who speak Brazilian Portuguese, go check his channel. He and his wife Fernanda do an amazing job with a lot of cool content there. I think you will dig it. Link will be in the description. I believe they are posting making up of the recordings for this video on their channel today. So guys,
I'd imagine so, for someone who did 31.2 second hold.
you know I'm all about
It's insane.
music that gives you power, so you can have yourself an epic day. See you soon.
That was Dan Vasc, a Black Wind, Fire, and Steel Manowar cover featuring Luis Marucci. This next one is going to be I'll Make a Man Out of You, metal cover of Mulan by Dan Vasc. He's ready for some metal. I'll make a man out of you.
Let's get down to business, to the things, the hunts. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you cannot before we're through. Listen, I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once
Just has so much power in his voice in this song. It's insane.
to find your center, you are sure to win. Your spineless, pale, pathetic lunch, and you haven't got a clue.
Like,
I'm never gonna catch my breath. Think about it, those who knew me. Would say a fool in school for cutting Jim. This guy's gonna scare to death.
Okay, so I'm not saying anything bad here or trying to say anything bad here about Dan Vasc, because he seems like a great guy. But right here, Dan Vasc, so built, and what I mean by that is has muscle, obviously. Does this kind of freak you out in a way? I'm not, again, not trying to say bad stuff or anything about him. Like right here. Just the face expression, everything just completely blows my mind on what he can do. His body language for every song that he does, insane. Again, not trying to make fun of him or start an argument. Yes, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He's a great actor. Yes. You didn't have it. You didn't have the same effects. Well, unfortunately, we don't have time to listen to Bye Bye Beautiful for this watch party, but we'll probably add it on the list for the next Dan Vasc watch party. Good lord. Bye Bye Beautiful. Have I done that? That's the next question. Have I done that yet? Bye Bye Beautiful. There's the secret. There's the secret that I've been hiding. He puts so much expression and emotion into his covers. Yes, he is a phenomenal actor for sure. Oh, and Chop Suey, good gravy, he's scary there too. I'll have to check that as well. Julia, same here, he is scary in that one. Yes, you have. I'll make a man out of you, Dan Vasc, metal cover of Mulan. Sam, you played it once in a previous watch party, but only once. Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's not on my Dan Vasc playlist, but I remember playing it somewhere. Yeah. Okay, well, again, we unfortunately don't have enough time to play it today for this watch party, just because we're already over an hour and 20 minutes, just about. but I will add it to the list to play it in the next Dan Vasc watch party. Either that, or honestly, I could play it this Thursday for TBT, for Throwback Thursday, honestly. Whatever. This next one is gonna be, I'm gonna warn you guys, are you guys ready? This one's gonna be Sabaton covered by Dan Vasc. This is gonna be The Last Stand. Who's all ready for The Last Stand? The Last Stand. Alright. Let me also real quick refresh my stream, just so I now know, in case the like button count seems low, that's because I haven't refreshed my stream part. Okay. Alright. Thanks, Sam. Good night, guys. Take care. No problem, Tommy. Take care. Good night, Tommy. Joanne, this is an awesome cover. Bye, Tommy. Bye, Tommy. Bye, Tommy. Alright. Here we go. This is The Last Stand Sabaton cover by Dan Vasc. I just like pointing out how excited he is for this song. Like, it's just really cool. It's nice to... Sorry guys, one more thing before we keep playing this. But it's nice to know that Dan Vasc is one of those artists where they actually are excited to sing that. Or like they're excited to be doing what they're doing. Like, you can tell Dan Vasc is right now, you can tell Dan Vasc is he's bouncing around, he's excited to do this cover. And it's probably mainly because it is another metal cover, a metal song, and it has power to it. But I know for a fact there are artists, and I don't know these artists particularly and specifically, but I do know there are indeed artists out there that don't exactly have the same motivation and the same excitement as, for example, singers like Dan Vasc do. So it's nice to see, nice to see that Dan Vasc is one of those artists that actually get and have motivation for doing this stuff. So that's really cool, honestly. Bummer, I gotta go. No worries, Julia. My time is up. No worries. We'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. We'll see you later. Shout out to Anna Cruz in the chat. Like last minute. That is the shirt Dan wore when he was in the army. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot he was in the army. Someone told me, but I completely forgot. He works out daily and watches what he eats. Smart. Don't have much time. If I cut it out, it's because I'm waiting for a phone. Okay, no worries. He loves Sabaton, awesome. Who doesn't love Sabaton, honestly? Like, I'm gonna be real. Who doesn't love Sabaton? They're just a really good rock band. Just like all these other rock bands, they're just really cool. And really fun and entertaining to watch as well. Anyways, here's The Last Stand, Sabaton cover by Dan Vasc. appreciate that. Appreciate that, Anna. But no, overall, I appreciate that, Anna. And to answer your question, if you do happen to ask it and are wondering, the trip went amazing. It was really cool, really good as well. Got to hang out with family. Got to hang out with their dogs and their pets. They also have chickens there, so we got to see them. We got to watch them. We got to play some games. We got to swim in the pool. Basically, the entire time we were there. Basically, all the days we were there, we were able to swim. Yeah, it was just really cool, honestly. I enjoyed the trip, for sure. But in the meantime, was also able to get some rest, and was able to kind of reset my mind and take my mind off of reactions for a bit while I was there. So that was also kind of nice. Because trust me, ever since I first started this channel, which was back in January of this year, it has been quite a while since I've had a good long break to try and take my mind off of reactions for a little bit. So it was actually very nice. And now I'm back and got energy, got motivation, and excited to do more reactions now. So glad to hear it. You need rest. This is the shirt he wore in the army. Yeah, that's what Joanne was saying.
On the corner of 42, along the secret avenue, Castle Sant'Angelo is waiting. And the gods of the Holy See, and the gods of Christianity, the path through history is paved with salvation. And the 189 in the service of heaven, they're protecting the holy line. It was 1527, getting lights on the steps to heaven.
Oh shoot. I completely forgot. So, Anna, you'll be excited about this. So during my trip, while I was up there in Sherman, I was on my phone and apparently I got a notification on YouTube saying that, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick here. It was actually really cool, honestly. It was really cool. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It was a Lucy Thomas thing. Again, trying to see if I can find it here real quick. I thought that was it. Lucy Thomas. Where's Lucy Thomas? Somewhere, I swear, somewhere. Lucy Thomas. Okay, I think we're getting closer, I hope. What the heck? Okay, where is it? It's somewhere here. Okay, so that was So that was definitely before. Okay, so that was after. Or no, still before. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. It was somewhere. If I can't find it, I might as well just mention it. Just because I have no idea if I'm actually going to be able to find it here. Where was it? Where was it? That was Shrink the Giant, so that was definitely probably before. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? You know what? Never mind. I remember it. I remember it now. It was a badge. It was a It was a badge I got. So it's probably on YouTube. Hold on. Oh no, it's probably on YouTube Music actually. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you if I can find it. That's the question. There was someone in here. If you guys hear something, that's dogs barking downstairs. Badges, badges, badges. 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 Actually, no. I don't know. Somewhere. Anyways, but the, oh, here, it might be in community, actually. No, it's not in community. Yeah, so apparently it was a badge, from Lucy Thomas, obviously. Or it was a badge Lucy Thomas, obviously. And I believe it was saying, some like, some like I watched it the most or something like that. Something like that. Again, I don't actually know. Just because, I'm still trying to find the thing. I don't know where it is exactly. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop searching. But if I find it, I'll email you a picture of it. And you can send it to the fan club or do whatever you want. But it's basically like a Lucy Thomas badge. Saying like most watched, stuff like that. It was really cool, actually. Or yeah, it might have been from the fan club, maybe. But yeah, either way, really cool.
For the lights, for the home of the holy, for the faith, for the way of the soul, in the light so lonely, for the grace, for the might so love, in the name of the story, for the faith, for the way of the soul, come and tell the story.
That was the last Dan Sabaton cover by Dan Vasc. This next one's going to be the final video and the final song of the watch party. This is going to be exceptional, a unisonic cover featuring Victor the Guitar Nerd by Dan Vasc. Last one of the watch party. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, comment below in the comment section for any requests. Type the artist and the song by the artist, and I'll make sure to react to it. Same thing with Throwback Thursday. As always, let's get straight into the last video and song of the watch party. Okay, first thing I love about this video is the way he has the glasses and the way he's just like standing there like, that's right. Looking all cool and stuff like that. And nice guitar by Victor as well.
I walk in the shadows of the past. 10,000 voices are calling me, and I ask myself, is it real or just a dream? Small lights are shining in my eyes. I can feel the synergy, it makes me whole. So I ask myself,
know my schedule is all messed up. I am trying hard to get it organized again. One video a week still stands. Also, after shooting this video, I noticed that I had my camera on the wrong shutter speed. I was so upset about that. That's why the frames are a little bit weird, but I just wanted to acknowledge that and say that one of the rules of productivity is it's better done than perfect. I also want to give a huge thank you to my patrons, my amazing patrons. We just crossed one more goal, which was to get enough resources to get me new filming equipment such as lighting. Next goal is to start hiring people on a freelance basis to help me with the channel. I am pretty excited about that one. So if you liked this cover, you will probably like the Halloween covers I did as well. Here's a playlist with all of them. I hope to see you next time. Until then, my friends, have yourselves an epic day.
That was insane. So long, no, I agree. Awesome. Thanks. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Dan Vasc killed it with a crazy note. How long? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sam. You are the first to play a song I recommend. No worries. No problem. But yeah, as always, guys, shouts, no problem, Anna, take care. But as always, guys, this was the last video and song of the watch parties. Sorry, guys, I was thinking. As always, guys, like, subscribe, comment below in the comment section for any request type the artist, song by the artist. I'll make sure to react to it. Same thing with the Bake Thursday. Shout out to Anna Cruz, Joanne Connolly, Elaine Cherry. Also give a shout out to Pie Wackett. Shout out to Julia Burnett. Shout out to Tommy Mark. Also give a shout out to where is he? Shout out to Lewis Cohard. I think that's it. Right? Possibly. Hold on, let me just double check here. Just to make sure. Yes, that is everyone. Thanks, Sam. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks, Elaine, you too. So with that being said, guys, as always, I'll be doing more reactions later today, so keep an eye out for those. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care, and peace out, guys.